Hello everyone, I am Muhaydin Karimullah. I am the managing director here at Faheems Academy, and we have one of our dearest student Muhaydin here to talk about the most needed 21st century skills with you. Thanks for joining Faheems Academy, dear Muhaydin. We are also grateful for your parents to help us to show this world that anyone can be talented and blessed. Kindly give an introduction about yourself to our audience.
I am Sheikh Imran Muhaydin, son of Dr. Sheikh Abdul Qadir and Mrs. Anis Fatima. I am a student in Faheems Academy and I am learning 21st century skills as well as my academics year.
Learning 21st century skills sounds interesting. Shall we explain what they are and how they can help us?
Yeah, our life is full of learning. So I think we all have heard a quote saying that life never stops teaching us and we should never stop learning. Actually, that's true. And the main mission in Faheems Academy is to make everyone as a lifelong learner. I'm proud that I'm one of them. The thing is, 21st century skills are divided into three kinds. They are called literacy skills, learning skills and life skills. We can say it as 3 Ls. So I believe that learning skills are very important.
What are learning skills? Could you explain them?
We can say this learning skills as 4 C's: creativity, critical thinking, collaboration and communication. Faheems Academy, we are adding the 5th C as caring, which is equally important as these 4 C's. So creativity is a skill which everyone has. To convey the idea properly, we need communication, and to execute that idea, we used to face some challenges. To solve the challenges and problems, we need critical thinking, and to make the solution better, we need collaboration, and at last to make it useful forever and fruitful forever, we need caring.
Could you tell us why the 4 C's are important?
So I would like to share a small story to explain this. Once there was a brave king, was a great warrior as well as a hunter. In an accident, he lost his one leg and an eye. So due to this accident, he got depressed and upset. So he was unable to come out of that. While he was wandering in his veranda, he was seeing his ancestors' portraits here and there. They were standing bravely for the art, but he was thinking that how can I be looking good if I don't even have a leg and an eye? So one of the clever minister of him asked him to visit a Mahaguru. So he is known for his voice and etc. So the king decided to meet that guru. So he went to meet that guru, and when he saw that guru, the guru asked, "What's the problem?" The king replied, "So I lost an eye as well as a leg, and I was seeing my ancestors' portraits. I'm really very depressed and upset. So they are standing bravely and giving a pose, but I cannot do it." So these are things in the king's mind. The guru noticed that king is completely upset. So the guru told the king to share announcement, like there was a painting competition. So who wins gets whatever they want. So the announcement was sent all over the world, not only in the country. Nobody came forth because they all know about the king's severe punishment. So suddenly one artist came forth, and he was actually afraid because he is having a fear that if he didn't draw well, the king may kill him. So he directly met the guru and asked, "What can I do, Guru?" I want to draw that king, but I am afraid. The guru told, I am giving you idea. So first collaborate all the art tool makers like paint makers, board makers, brush makers, etc. So everyone made the best thing as they can, gave their best to make these things and sent to this country. The artist used this and the king called the artist and checked him. You are going to draw me. They just spoke. Then they held a day, when can we draw this picture? In that day, the guru called a horse, because the picture is going to be like the king is sitting in the horse, the lost leg is going to be in the other side, the lost eye is going to be closed, and the open eye is going to show a reflection of really angry tiger, and he is having a spear in the hand. So the guru instructed the king to give this pose and instructed the artist to draw this. After seeing the drawing, the king was amazed. He is really very happy. So here the Mahaguru is the main reason for this. The king asked the artist, what do you want, because you have drawn me in a very nice way, so what gift you want, I can give you. The artist told, I am not the reason for this drawing, the reason is the great Mahaguru master. So ask him what does he wants and fulfill it. The artist went away. The king asked him, not mostly, 100% gurus doesn't have any desires for themselves. Their happiness lies in others' happiness. The guru listed all the problems in the country, gave it to the king and told him to solve them. After solving that, all the people in the country started to praise him, started to love him a lot and being loyal to him. So after few years, the king became one of the greatest rulers of the history. Everything is because of this Mahaguru. So here Mahaguru gave a creative idea to the artist to draw him by sitting in a horse and hunting a tiger. This is called creativity, and to solve the problem that he doesn't even have a leg and an eye, he used critical thinking to make the leg to go in the other side of the horse and the lost eye to be closed. To convince the artist and to convince the king to give him such a pose, the master used the communication to communicate effectively and make them understand what is the purpose. And next comes the collaboration. Mahaguru collaborated all the art tool makers, artists, everyone with the master's brain and everything to make a beautiful painting. At last, Mahaguru cared for everyone and told their problems to the king to make him solve it. This is called caring.
Super Mohiddin, you explained the forces nicely. What other skills do we need to succeed in our life?
So I would like to take life skills, so which is also called as flips. It has flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity and social skills. So I would like to take a real life lived example, that's our beloved great leader Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Before joining Faheems Academy, I know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, but after joining Faheems Academy, I understood him.
So what do you mean by you just know and you understand after coming here? Is there a difference between knowing and understanding?
Yes, of course. For an example, I know all my classmates, but I only understand my close friends. Kalam sir's flexibility really amazed me. For an example, actually, when his family was suffering from poverty, he woke up in the early morning, prayed, and went to the railway station to sell the newspapers with his cousins. Using that money, he managed both his family as well as his studies. And when he was in the college, he had two kinds of foods in the hostel. So one is non-veg and another is veg. So as the non-veg price is higher, and as a Muslim, in my thinking, I think that Muslims love to eat more non-veg. That's their routine food. So he avoided non-veg because of the price and ate veg. I heard that Alexander the Great saying he is afraid of seeing the army of sheep led by a lion than the army of lion led by a sheep. To say it in a simpler way, I would like to share a small quote. Leaders make leaders, not followers. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir always believes that a leader should not only inspire his team, he should bring the teammates' hidden talents forth. And a leader should always have a deep sense of purpose, a goal, a good attitude to lead a whole group. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's leadership skills are still very, very amazing, filled with the vision, goal, deep sense of purpose, etc. And I am saying that a good leader can even make 300 normal people into 300 warriors. A best example for the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir's leadership is when he inspired a driver to be a PhD holder. He encouraged him. He made him to do that. This is a leadership quality. And he always believes that a leader should always think what a leader can give you, not what they want. It's about what they can give you, what they can make you to do. This is leadership. The initiative of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir is really very nice. Oh, when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir's rocket failed, they had some waste parts. Rockets have very, very light-weighted parts designed for them because so that they can fly easily. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir had an idea. He noticed that the prosthetic limbs, artificial limbs, and are really very, very heavy. So he contacted another doctor. They both joined together to form an artificial prosthetic which is 10 times lighter. So when they started to sell that, the users like kids started to run here and there. They felt they are carrying a very very light object, which made them happier. When Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam saw them cycling easily and running easily, playing here and there, in a question asked by someone that what is your best achievement, he told that this prosthetic artificial limbs is my best achievement. That gave me the real happiness. The productivity of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is really amazing. Doing a thing in less time with the high quality. The rocket was an achievement for Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. The social skills of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir has really made me so happy because I have never seen such a social skill. when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam became president, he got lots of invitations from temples, churches, mosques, and etc. He never denied any of them. He respected their culture, tradition, and regions. He never thought that this is a mosque, this is a temple, why should I go here? He just thought we all are one. He is the best example to say that all in one and one in all. And when he is invited, he used to love them. He never have some he never shows inequality between the religions. Even his father told him, great people use religion to make friends. Small people use religion as a fighting tool.
Why don't people shine even after getting education also?
Truly educated people will never fail, but wrongly educated people only fail.
What do you mean by that?
Let me explain about IMT, Information, Media and Technology Skills. It's also called as literacy skills. Scientifically, every child reaches 90 to 95% of brain growth by the age of 6. So, they learn from their parents, neighbors and relatives, and let's compare this with the banyan tree seed. When we sow a banyan tree inside 4 walls, it has a limited growth. The same when we sow it in a vast area, it has an amazing growth.
Why do you think there should be some value to a skill?
Actually, our skills determines the value. If our skills, our behaviors are good, it means the education which we learned is useful. I had lots of them saying, whatever we learn, if it doesn't make a good character, it is an utter failure. I would like to share a small story. There was a boy. He was asking for lots of trainer to teach him. Nobody accepted him. When he reached one trainer, the trainer called another boy. Hey, come here, and he gave that boy a bow and arrow. The trainer told him to shoot the 4th bird. He shot it correctly and gave the same arrow to the new boy and told him to shoot the 5th bird. He aimed the 6th bird and shot that. The trainer asked, why did you shoot the 6th bird? I asked you to shoot the 5th bird. The boy replied wisely, when a bird is carrying worms in its mouth and flying so fast, it means it is going to feed the young ones. If I shoot this bird, then the whole family would starve and die. But the bird behind that, the 6th bird, is chasing the 5th bird and trying to kill it. So I killed it. This is the value. A good value determines whatever we learnt is useful.
You say knowledge and wisdom are different. Can you elaborate on that so that our viewers can understand?
Knowledge and wisdom are not same. Knowledge is knowing that tomato is classified as fruit, but wisdom is knowing that we should not add tomato into a fruit salad.
Why do you think people suffer?
A group of people were going to a voice saint. So they are asking, why do people suffer? The master didn't even speak a word and took them to an area. When they getting closer to that area, they were hearing a loud braying sound of a donkey. Then when they saw that there is a donkey standing here and the donkey is lying down, the place where it lies down, there is a sharp nail. It pricks the donkey shouts back, it bleeds, gets up again and do the same again. And the Guru replied, this is how people are. When there is a problem, they are focusing on the problem, not on the solutions. To explain it in an easier way, if the donkey has a good or a positive attitude, it would have go and slept in another place, or it would have stayed awake without even lying down. And I would like to share another story to show what is positive attitude. Once there was a donkey which was too old, which cannot even do any work, so lazy and useless. The owner always gets mad of the donkey. One day, the donkey fell into a well which was so old without water. The owner thought, I should bury this donkey alive because it's so useless. When the owner bought a heap of sand and started to put on the well, the donkey thought that owner is going to save me by putting a layer of sand so that I can escape, and started to dance. All the sand which fell on the donkey's back fell on the ground. Really, the layer started to form, and the donkey jumped out of the well when the layer got raised. So the owner was amazed and kept the donkey again for work. This is the positive attitude, and every leader needs this.
The talk about AI, artificial intelligence, is everywhere, but we know there are more intelligences than artificial. Can you elaborate them?
Howard Gardner has actually said that intelligence is not one skill. He has classified intelligence into 9 skills. For an example, logical mathematical intelligence, linguistic intelligence, kinesthetic intelligence, and etc. So each intelligence has each type of quality. For example, if you are having a bodily kinesthetic intelligence, then you would be good at controlling your body movements. You would be good at understanding your whole body. The careers having these are actors, dancers, sports players, and etc. The same when you have logical mathematical intelligence, it means you are good at solving maths. It has chances to become a scientist, mathematician, and etc. And next we have another kind of intelligence that which is getting so popular now, that is called artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, good. It makes our work more and more easier. For an example, I have 10 pages of PDF. So in a subject, in a physics subject, if I'm using the artificial intelligence to telling it to give me the most important points in the whole 10 pages, it will take it and give me. So my work is getting easier. This is why artificial intelligence are useful, which makes our jobs to be easy and easily done.
Tell me about your personal opinion. How do you think education should be?
Education should not be like this. I would like to share a small story. Once there were 2 men. One is digging a hole and another one is closing the same hole. A wise man saw this and asked, "What you guys are doing?" They told, "The third man who should sow the seed is absent. So we are digging and closing the hole." So our education must not be like this. Our education should have the sowing men also. We are going to educational institutions and schools to learn education. But we are getting degree, but not noticing whether the education is understood. The education is so inside our mind. We get a information. This information can be compared to a seed. So we are sowing the seed, and the seed is absorbing water and leaving a shoot and a root. This is called knowledge. Then it breaks down the soil and comes to the surface. So This is understanding. When understanding grows and grows and grows, it becomes our attitude. And when our attitude is being practiced day and day and everything is going on, when it becomes an entry, that's the skill and behavior. All of them join to form an outcome called education.
Hello viewers, whether low income workers or world top wealthiest people, everyone invests enormous time, energy, money on education. Not only children but also parents, teachers, tutors, who else not. But for many, it is of no use. Why? We believe education is everything and everything is for education. So, how to make it useful? Yasam Mohideen and I, Mohideen Karimullah, share our caring, practical point of view. It is an educational alignment. If it turns to be our entertainment, let's be thankful to our first achievement, praying for a great excitement, encouragement, improvement. Faheems Academy.